Welcome students to my channel, that is BioTutor. Today I have come an interesting part, that is non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Phosphorylation will be two types, non-cyclic and cyclic. Today non-cyclic photophosphorylation will be discussed. I told you that there are two types of system, that is photosystem 1 and photosystem 2, and in case of PS1 their wavelength will be 700 nm, and in case of PS2 their wavelength will be 680 nm. Last day I told you. Today I will discuss the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. PS2 will be happening only the grana thylakoids, and PS1 will be happening both in grana and stroma thylakoids. Okay, last day I told you that also. Today, so first of all, non-cyclic what is non-cyclic photophosphorylation? In case of non-cyclic photophosphorylation, the electron from PS2 system will be going to the PS1. It will be accepted by the reaction center of PS1, but it will be not coming back or returning back to the reaction center of PS2 again. That's why it is known as non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, here some difference between the non-cyclic and cyclic. Okay, cyclic, here the reaction again will be coming to the coming back to this reaction center, but here it will be not coming back to its original reaction center again. So that's why it is known as non-cyclic photophosphorylation. So first of all, photon rays will be falling on the accessory pigments and they will be energized, and gradually it will be coming to the reaction center, that is chlorophyll A, and its wavelength, maximum wavelength will be 680 nm. So while they will be energized, that chlorophyll A, they will release some electrons, and that electrons will be accepted by primary electron acceptor, and here the primary electron acceptor is pheophytin. But here another event is happening. What is that? That is the photolysis of water. Photolysis of water, that means water will be splitted up into H plus ion and one unstable things, that is H minus ion. Okay, being unstable of this H minus ion, it will form one water and oxygen, and one electron will be released, and that electrons will be accepted by that chlorophyll A or reaction center of PS2 again. They will take this electron again, because while they will release these electrons which will be accepted by the primary acceptor, it will be gradually oxidized. But while this electron again will be, they will again that regain that electron by splitting off of the water into H plus and H minus ion. They will take that electron again. Clear? So at first, so I told you that it will be accepted by the first primary electron acceptor, and here the primary electron as acceptor is pheophytin. Clear? And after that it will be passing to the lower gradient, that means other electron transport chain system. Clear? From it will be passing to the PQ, that means plastoquinone, after the cytochrome complex, and after that plastocyanin. And while they are coming to these different gradients, they will they will lose some electrons, and which in the form of some energy, and from that one ATP will be forming by adding one inorganic phosphate with ADP, while they are losing their electrons. Okay, and that will be producing one ATP. Clear? After that from these electrons from the PS1 system, PS2 system will be passing to the reaction center of PS1. Clear? It will be also activated by the sunlight. Okay, in higher level, that is here the wavelength will be 700 nm, and that electrons also will be passing from that reaction center, from there plastocyanin, to the next PS1 system. Okay. So again, while they are energized, that reaction center, they will release two electrons, and that will be also accepted by the primary electron acceptor, that is ferredoxin. Okay, after that they will passing to the other electron transport system, and after that it will be accepted by NADP, and here one enzyme will be involved, that is NADP reductase. Clear? And NADP, and at that time they will also forming ATP while they are releasing this energy, and NADP will be they will be reduced by taking the H plus ion, and this H plus ion will be formed the splitting of the water or photolysis, while they will release H plus and H minus ion. That H plus ion will be accepted by NADP to form NADPH2. Here NADP will be acting as oxidizing agent by taking the H plus one. This is known as oxidation reduction reaction. Okay, and another one I want to say that here the splitting of water will be assisted by some water oxidizing enzyme and some other accessory substances. Clear? Some minerals also. So the photolysis of water will be happening the inner membrane of the thylakoid. Okay, that means grana thylakoid, and the reduction of NADP, that means formation of NADPH2 will be happening the outer membrane, that means stroma thylakoid. Okay, so the oxygen which will be evolved by this photolysis of water, it will be stored where? In the lumen of the thylakoid. Clear? So I repeat this process again. First of all, repeat the process again. Non-cyclic photophosphorylation, there PS2 and PS1 both will be involved, and because PS2 from the reaction center of PS2 will electrons will be passing to the reaction center of PS1, but it will be not coming back to the reaction center of PS2 again. That's why it is known as non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, this one I told you. And here while the light will be falling on the accessory pigments and from their reaction center, and that wavelength will be 680 nm, and it will be energized and released to electrons, and it will be that reaction center will be oxidized after releasing the electrons, but they will regain these electrons again by splitting up of water or photolysis of water into H plus ion and one unstable H radicals. Being unstable, H radicals will form one byproduct, that is O2 and H2O, and electrons will be released here, and that electrons will be going to that, and it will be accepted by the reaction center of PS2 again. Okay, so while they will release this electron, first it will be accepted by primary electron acceptor, that is pheophytin. From there it will be passing to the other electron transport system, higher gradient to lower gradient, and while they are releasing electrons at every steps, some energy will be formed, and from that ATP will be, from this energy phosphorylation will be happening, that means ATP will be formed by adding one inorganic phosphate with ADP to form ATP. Clear? And after that this electron will be passing from, so here the different gradients will be, first one will be electron transport system, their different gradients are, first one is PQ, that means plastoquinone, then second one is cytochrome complex, and third one is plastocyanine. From there electron will be passing to the reaction center of PS1, whose wavelength will be higher than the PS2, that is 700 nm. Clear? And it will be also activated by the sunlight or photon rays, and while they will be energized, they will release two electrons, and that electrons will be accepted by the primary electron acceptor, that is ferredoxin, and from there ultimately it will be passing to the NADP, and here one enzyme will be involved, that is NADP reductase, and one NADPH2 will be formed. Okay, here the NADP will be acting as oxidizing agent because they are taking the H plus ion, and this reaction is known as oxidation reduction reaction. Clear? And this H plus ion, where from it has come, this H plus ion? I told you that water, while the water was splitted into H plus and H minus, an electron was accepted by the reaction center of PS2, and one H plus ion also was formed. That H plus one will be added there with NADP to form NADPH2. Clear? So that electrons are again will not be coming back to the PS2 system or reaction center of PS2 system. That's why it is known as non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Clear? So students, already, and here it is known as jet scheme also. Why? Because the characteristic of zigzag shape, okay, on the redox potential of different electron transport system, it is known as jet scheme. It is looking like a Z. That's why it is known as Z scheme. So tomorrow again I will come with an interesting content, that is another part, that is cyclic phosphorylation.